Alright, been on the track twice. First run was a 997, and I did not get thrown out, thank goodness. And then second run was a 10.006, so 10 flat and a 10.0 index class. On my first run, we can only go downhill from here. The two different classes here, we're on two different trees, so it's kind of hard to adjust because I deep stage on the pro tree and it takes about 1/10 of a second add it to my ET, so that was some tricky calculating there to get that 10.00 in the 10.00 class, but it's looking really good. I'll put this camera on the roll bar and take you guys down the track with me next run. God, I can't believe I forgot that frickin' battery charger for the good camera. Anyway, over and out. It's going good.
from the track. I know, that was pathetic. We got absolutely no coverage. I don't know what to tell you. You know, I got halfway up there, went to grab the camera, and the camera you're watching me on now, battery is dead, and I'm like, that's fine, we'll charge it when we get to the track. And then I realized I didn't have the charger with, forgot that. And the GoPro that was in the car, I tried to use that a little bit, and the sound went dead on it for some reason unknown. I mean, I told you before, my cameras are just crap, and it's just really pathetic that I just can't record what I see and what I hear when I pull out of this place. I get nothing because of my bad equipment, and you know, but anyway, we got beat. I went 2 rounds in SE1 is all I did. The car ran great. I actually accidentally ran 3. I ran 998, 997, and another 998, and managed to not get thrown out. And I actually ran a perfect 10.00 in the 10.00 index class. That was pretty cool. I was right in there though, you know, within a couple hundredths every round. But that in the index class, you know, everybody's got an excuse after they lose a race, but there was some kind of malfunction at the tree, and I had to rerun a race where I went down the track, but my opponent didn't. So, and they made me round robin it and go right back there and race him. And he hadn't been down the track, so his car was cool, but I mean, everybody's got an excuse, you know. I should have still been able to beat him. I made a mistake at the end. I didn't compensate for the little couple hundredths of a second that my car was going to slow down because I had just made a pass, you know. But I should have compensated for that, or told them to run the next group of cars. I didn't want to rerun, you know, back to back like that. I should have said something. You know, it's just a muscle car race. I was just trying to be a good sport, and I actually thought I could take the guy, and it didn't work out. So, you know, the thing about not doing well at a drag race, there's always the next race. You know what I mean? There's always next weekend, the weekend after that. There's always the next race. So it's not the end of the world. It's just was not a very good weekend. But I didn't have as bad a weekend as my friend had. The guy with the 69 Barracuda 340 car, it's like a 406 now, or it was. He blew it up at the big end. The 340 is toast, no more. He said it was just getting to that sweet spot, you know, every good drag racer knows, at the top end of the track, when she starts singing to you, you know, you're in high gear and it's just starting to make that sweet sound. That's when he heard boom! And now comes the crazy part. You know, he's like, oh crap, I just blew my engine. And then the back end started to wiggle and come around, and it was really funny. The announcer said he was doing over 100 at the 8th mile, but he crossed the finish line going backwards in the middle of 2.5 revolutions. He went around at over 100 miles an hour. He crossed the finish line doing like 90. He ran 11:49 at 90 miles an hour, spinning. And there was nothing but smoke. I mean, he was just 2 cars ahead of me. You know, we were just BSing in the staging lanes. And here, he almost killed himself. But he stayed away from the walls. I don't know, by some miracle of God, that thing went around 2.5 times and didn't flip. I mean, they got that track glued so tight. I don't know how. It must have had so much oil and coolant and stuff under the tires that it just didn't, you know, it didn't flip. It just, he said he closed his eyes and, well, he didn't close his eyes. He drove it out. But he was just gritting his teeth waiting to hit that wall, and it never did. I mean, he came real close. He started out in the right lane, during the midst of his 360s, he went all the way over the left lane. I mean, and here I have no footage of it. See, if I would have had a camera on top of the tower, a person running it, we would have all this, not just some dumb story from some guy sitting next to a car. So I apologize. I'm gonna have to shut down this YouTube channel. It's just not working. I'm no good with electronics, and it's just not working. If I can't do something right, I don't want to do it at all. And I was hoping, you know, I didn't want to be one of them guys that you push the subscribe button, you know, before and after every clip. I swore I was never going to be that guy, but I kind of was hoping that I'd get enough subscribers that I could get a little profit sharing from YouTube maybe, and buy some cameras and some software editing. You know, some editing software is really, I need that desperately, and I just don't have the ability right now to do this channel the way I want to do it. So I'm sorry guys, I gotta just shut this thing down for a while until I can do it right. Anyway, that was the weekend, and in a couple weeks, 2 weeks, I'm gonna be going out to Rock Falls. I think they have a muscle car race out there coming up here middle of June. I'm gonna be going to some races, but I just, until I get somebody to run a camera, I'm not gonna put you guys through this. So I really appreciate, you know, the subscribers I do have, and I'll be back someday hopefully, but for now we're shutting her down. So sayonara, Central Minnesota, over and out.